Throughout human history, few have been given the title the Great. Among those few, one who stands out is Theodora of Constantinople. Some of the tales told of my unique life may be unconvincing or shocking to you moderns. We are confident, however, that this account of my life as the Roman Byzantine Empress has no lack of witnesses. And when you reach the conclusion of our story, we have an incontrovertible conviction. You will believe that I, Theodora, deserved the title, the Great. Such are the opening lines read by the co-star role of little Theodora, narrator of the historical drama Theodore the Great. Hi, my name is Dr. Larry Johnson. I am the creator of Theodore the Great, the screenwriter and producer. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the production effort we are engaged in. The story of Theodore the Great is a story of someone who I think can rightly be called the greatest empress of the ancient world. Why do I say that? Because much of what Theodora accomplished still exists today in the modern world. You can see a concrete example of it. Just go to Istanbul, Turkey, and you will see there the largest standing church from the ancient world, Hagia Sophia, or the Church of the Holy Wisdom. That is the work of Theodore the Great and her husband, Justinian the Great. We're talking about a story that has never before been told by any American studio. Hollywood has never touched it, which is amazing. They made movies about Cleopatra over and over and over again. But Theodore the Great, her accomplishments are lasting and physical, theological, historical, everything you would want from someone with the title the Great. Well, you may ask yourself, why is it that Hollywood, the greatest filmmaking city in the world, never made a movie about Theodore the Great? Well, really, it's quite simple. Because Theodore the Great ruled from the eastern half of the Roman Empire. See, in the West, we say the story of Rome ended when the city of Rome fell in 410 AD. The truth of the matter is that the Roman story continued long after the Roman West fell. It continued in the East, and that's where Theodora achieved her greatness. And it's about the story of how she grew up in the great city of Constantinople, which is present-day Istanbul, Turkey, grew up with her two sisters, Camilo and Anastasia, and her mother, Anasa, as a circus family. How she rose to become a great actress in her time. She became so great that she became empress to one of the smartest emperors Rome ever had. The Roman Empire, that is, Justinian. And he thought so much of her that he made her co-ruler. And she took it and ran with it. And that's a story you want to know, whether you live in the West or you live in the East. It's a story that should have been told long ago, before Cleopatra had her umpteenth time on the big screen. But with Eon Century and Theophi Productions, you're finally going to get the chance to see a story about the greatest empress of the ancient world, whose existence is so concrete, it exists in stone. Go to the Church of St. Vital in Ravenna, Italy. Look at the mosaics there. That's Theodora. Hagia Sophia, that's Theodora. The Coptic churches, that's Theodora. Anywhere you go in the world, in the modern world, you'll find stories of Theodora. Great people grow. They don't stay the same. Circumstances, events, challenges make them grow and become a better self. You find that with all the great people of history. Abraham Lincoln grew as president from year to year. As the circumstances changed, so did Abraham Lincoln. I like his quote. He said, "As our circumstances are new, we must think anew." Such was the motto, one could say, of Theodora the Great. As her circumstances changed, she changed. She became greater with each challenge. And one of the challenges she faced was one of faith. And this story tells that story and how she dealt with the changes in her faith as a Christian in the Roman world. And how she did that affects our modern world today. It's also about that faith journey story, her belief in God, her Christianity, and her firm commitment that what she was doing for the faith was correct. So, I invite you to join us on this amazing journey to do something no American studio has ever done before. Actually tell a story about a great woman leader of the ancient world. So, until next time, adios.